Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. It has been long since we last had a video. So I'm back with another banger. I'm back with another video. About the same strategy, top down analysis plus demand and supply. So I'll be taking you through a trade that is happening on gold. This is a trade that we called out on Sunday, the video uploaded on Sunday, among some pairs that have been a little bit sluggish, so they have not been moving at all. However, gold has done exactly what we predicted. If you're not privy to that, you can go back to the previous videos and check exactly what we were talking about gold USD, and it is happening. There are a lot of trades that are happening. I had seen one on Nasdaq US 100, but that one was a little bit slow and sluggish. What happened is it went up, removed our entries, and now it is selling that we had anticipated. Sometimes price action can be like that. However, the other pairs are not yet to the zone that we predicted. We had also US oil, which was buying very well. I'll also check on that pair. US oil was looking the same as gold, so I don't know how far it has gone, but I'll be checking during this video. However, gold, as you can see on the screen, it is buying very well. So what happened is we predicted that it would come to this area and then start buying. It bought up to here for 2 hours and then dropped for around 4 hours, bought again for 3 hours, then dropped for another 4 hours, almost reached our stop loss. You see, this is our position size calculator we put here last day, that if gold goes past this level, we don't want to be in that trade. And if I had put the stop loss tight to this area, look what happened. It wicked out and then went back. It would have topped out. So now what is happening right now is gold is again buying to the upside, and this time the momentum is looking good, so we hope that gold keeps on buying. As long as we break this high, that means we're going to buy up to the previous closing price of the last week. So now we are going to be going to the review of this trade and why did we predict a buy on gold. So before that, guys, subscribe to the channel, and the good news is that we have reached 200 subscribers, so we are on the way to 300 subscribers. So be part of the team, be part of the community, and subscribe to the channel, as we shall be having a lot of amazing content and good trades all the way. So subscribe to the channel, and then we go straight to the charts. 5 seconds only, guys. Subscribe, then we go straight to the charts. Okay, I hope you've subscribed. So let's go straight to the charts. So what do we see? We see gold, and this is the 1 hour time frame. I always prefer the 4 hour. And oh guys, we have an engulfing candle happening on the 4 hour. What a good sign. That is a very good sign, guys. An engulfing candle on the 4 hour, very perfect sign that you need to see at this moment. So what do we have? We have gold and this is the 4 hour time frame. So I'll just delete everything and then I take you through the whole process the way it was. And also been having people who have been requesting that, oh, why do you use only the weekly time frame? For us, we are day traders. Oh, we would want to use the daily time frame or the 1 hour. So after this video, I'll be taking you through how we can utilize this strategy on the daily and the lower time frames. Okay, first things first, we came to the weekly time frame. And what do we say on the weekly? We want to first identify the direction of the market, or the market direction. Weekly time frame, identify the market direction. Okay, so what is the market direction? We are going bullish. We're going to the upside. Lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Huh? No. High, high, higher low, high, high, higher low. Sorry, guys. High, high, higher low, higher, high. So it looks like we are putting in a small or low, and then we can go to the upside. It looked like, but it was not it. So what we said is, after identifying that the market is bullish, we are prioritizing buys over sales. But it doesn't mean that we cannot sell. We can as well sell only if we get confirmation and a sign that sales are ready. However, for now we are prioritizing buys. Okay, so now we mark the closing price and the opening price of the previous week, like that. Let me just zoom in such that I can mark it well. Always want to mark it perfectly. Precision, guys, precision. Okay, so now this is opening price, closing price, and we go to daily. We drop to one time frame below the medium time frame. When we drop the medium time frame, what are we looking for? We are looking for areas where price could turn around. So what happens is, we identify demand or supply zones. So we had a demand zone here with this big daily doji, like that. I'll mark it like that from the closing opening price to the wick down. And then we had previous broken structure here. This is a structure that was previously broken, and I marked it. And you remember, after marking it, if you can go and watch that video, or if you watched it, you remember I told you, after marking here, I told you this is where the structure was broken from, and here we have open close support here. Open close support. Open close support is simply where one candle opens and another one closes. Oh, now, like for example, yeah, this bullish candle closed, and immediately there's an opening of the another bullish candle. That is where candles of the same color are opening and one is closing. That is the open close. When you mark that area very well, when you go to the lower time frame, you'll find that there was support or resistance. For example, if I mark here very well and I go to the 1 hour, you're going to see, you see, this is the area. Let me put something there. What should I put? Let me put this box around this area like this. You see that area that I've put a box? When I go to the 1 hour, you see what is happening here? It is support. You see a lot of candles there. On the daily, it's just one candle closed, another opened. But on the 1 hour, you see there is full support. Full support. Okay? Okay, so now let's go back and then proceed with the video. So I told you that there is open close support, and this is where the structure was broken to the upside, making a higher high. This is a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. So the higher low was likely to be formed around this area. So after marking that, I dropped down to the 4 hour, and what did we find on the 4 hour? We found a clean demand zone. We found a very clean demand zone on the 4 hour, which was here, like that. Just adjust to this week. Yes, like that. And remember, guys, I told you, with this demand zone, I do not expect price to drop, because we had two. We had one here, and then we had another one here. So I remember I told you I do not expect price to drop all the way to this level. Why? It's because we are in an uptrend. So that means if we have two zones on an uptrend, the most likely zone to be used is this zone here, because there's a clear demand zone here, and this is a bullish engulfing candle. The basing was correct, so there was high chances that we are going to buy from here. And we also had resistance, which turned into support. And also I showed you that price would do something like this, if you remember very well, or if you can go to the videos and check, you'll see that thing there. So what price did is, it retraced the whole of yesterday, then tapped us in, and now went up. Try to play around here, but we are still going up. So our entries were supposed to be on this line here, and then put stop losses below here. It was around 113, like that. That is where our entries were. So now what happened is price tapped us in, went up, came back, went up, came back, almost like reaching our stop loss, but it did not. Now it is going back. So if you have stayed in this trade right now, you should be running at around 200 pips if you entered 0.1. If you entered 0.01, you should be around 20. Yes, around 20 pips, which is not bad, guys, which is not bad. Hey, it is not bad. So our target is 1:3.5 here, the previous closing price of the previous week. So that is where we are targeting. So, however, like I told you, price will always do whatever it wants to do. So guys, what we can do is enter our trade according to our strategy and then leave the rest to price action and the market participants to do what they want. Manipulation will always be there, price will always go where it wants to go. But what you can do is follow your strategy, do what you're supposed to do, put a decent stop loss and good take profit, then wait for price to play out. If it plays out in your favor, good. If it doesn't, it's also good because you followed your strategy, isn't it? That is it. Yes, we prepared last week on Sunday. We marked our zones. Now price is buying in our favor. So let's wait and see what price is going to do. That is all for today. I just wanted us to do a review on this because this is a trade I had called out earlier and it is moving on well. So I just wanted to do a review on that and then we shall see. And if this candle closes as a bullish engulfing candle, then we are safe. We are going all the way up to here. So that is all, guys. So next, and guys, if you have any questions, please put them in the comment section. I've been answering questions since morning. We shall see what we can get. So next we had Jeff JPY. Where is Jeff JPY? I told you to talk about US oil. US oil, guys, look at the happiness. Look at the happiness. We almost hit the target. That is the 1:2.5. Almost hit the target. You see what is happening on US oil? It's the same thing that is happening on gold. I saw this yesterday and I entered both of the trades. You see, gold is just coming but not yet there, but same setup, guys. Same setup, guys. This is support, this is resistance. Price broke out, it turns into support, we go to the upside. Now look at US oil. What is happening? This is resistance, price broke out, when it comes back it turns into support, go to demand zone, we shoot to the upside. And look at where we are, guys. Look at where we are. Look at where we are, guys. I'm really happy. This one makes me proud. So I think I will do a quick analysis on the US oil because the trade is also, and look at the entry, guys. It was a sniper entry. Tap into the sniper and then we got the upside. So I'll just quickly do the the US oil analysis. Same analysis, same setup, guys. Okay, so we the trend of the market was to the upside, despite the fact that we were dropping here. It was going to the upside. Remember, we do not focus on the whole thing. We can, but mainly we focus on the previous price actions. We just need a few weeks in that area. So the trend of the market was to the upside. It was like coming trend to the upside, coming to this supply zone. So we mark the opening and the closing price of that weekly candle, like that. After we go to the daily. Remember, we are prioritizing buys. So on the daily, what did you see, guys? What did you see on the daily? Tell me, what did you see? So on the daily, we had price made rally, base rally. We also had another demand zone here, like we had on gold, another demand zone there. You see, so we had this one, and then price was supposed to come, test this or this, and then go up. However, price tested this one and went up. So now when I went down to the 4 hour, I saw this. Then I marked that candle very well. I marked it very well. So I also said the same thing on gold is the same thing here. Price was not unlikely to come down here. Why? Because we had a beautiful demand zone here when also support and resistance, and price was going up. So there were lower chances of price coming down to this zone. Okay, so I entered from that area and see what is happening, guys. See what is happening. The target was here. We are almost hitting the target. We did not hit it by a few pips and a price retrace, but it is coming. I know it is going to hit the target, guys. You see how things are looking good. Same setup I used on gold, the same setup I have used on US oil. Okay, guys, I hope you've learned something. If you've not learned something, go back to the video and watch again slowly by slowly. So we had UAD USD and NZ USD. So what happened is we wanted NZ USD. We were expecting it to come down here, use this as liquidity, and then we shoot it to the upside because it was buying. However, AUD USD and NZ USD had other plans. They were not planning to come down. No, they were planning to use this demand here to go up. So it is what they used. This motherfuckers remain going up, so they have gone up. So what we are going to do is anything beside down here we are not considering. So we have another demand zone that we have identified here. And guys, this is how you prepare for trades. This is how you prepare for trades. You don't rush into trades. You prepare and wait. If the trade comes, you execute ruthlessly and mercilessly. Now, this is what happened yesterday. Price bought from here, and look at the move, guys. This is the typical move that I would like. Breaks previous structure, removing this demand zone. Guys, mark this area very well. This area has met a typical demand zone. Okay, not a typical that I would want, but it is one of my A setups, not A plus, A setups, and I'll soon show you my A plus setups. That one, if I find it anywhere, just enter like a mad person with the highest lot size that I can be able to afford. Now, this one has taken out this demand zone here, the supply zone. See, this is a clean supply zone. You see, this is an indecision kind of very beautiful move at the downside. This demand has taken away this supply zone here. That is one. And look at the mover. This is the A plus mover that you'd want. 1, 2, 3. Very huge candles moving away. And now what do we have? We have left a demand zone behind. A demand zone behind. So now when price comes here, we are risking 30, around 30, 35 pips. And then we are targeting 1:2, 1:2, 1:2, 1:2, 1:2. Where is it? Good, 1:2. But I know it will even go beyond that because we still have a supply zone up there. So if price attempts to come back here, we are shooting it up. We don't expect it to come down because we have broken structure, cleared this supply zone, and the beautiful move away, leaving a demand zone behind. So the only logical thing to wait here is for price to go and give us another high. So it will come here. If it comes, it will come here, go and give us another high. However, price might decide not to come. That is not on us, it is on it. It will decide whatever it wants to do. For us, we shall be waiting for it. Same thing was happening with AUD USD. Broke this supply zone, very beautiful supply zone, and then we are looking up, leaving a demand zone here. And look at the mover here also. Huge, and these are 4-hour candles. Huge candles to the upside. So we shall be waiting for price to come back here, and then we send it to the moon. That is it. We don't expect price to come all the way down here because we have made another high. Okay, USD card, I told USD card was going to sell. So what was my prediction on USD card? I was expecting USD card to come here, come test this supply, and then drop to this demand. However, price open fell short higher by a few pips, around 7 pips to the upside, did not tap in and then dropped. So price dropped before even went to hit our target before triggering our entry. So it dropped how many pips? From here, dropped around 55 pips. So we missed by a whisker, but we were right about the analysis. However, price did not come to take us in. We also had support and resistance here. If I go to the 1 hour, you see how it was clean. You saw it was clean. This is support, this is resistance. This is support, broken, turns into resistance. It was very clean, guys, very clean. One of those setups I would like to take any day. So this is support. If you don't see it, go to the line chart. You see the line chart, that sharp corner there, in fact there are two sharp corners, and then we leave for us a supply zone here. Same thing that is happening on gold and US oil. So this is support. Let me just flip for you the chart. You see the same setup that is on gold. You see, this is the same thing. This is support, broken, turns into resistance. A very good move, giving a beautiful demand zone. Yes, demand zone, because we have flipped the chart. So we're waiting for this was an A setup, guys. If price had only come to test this area here, this is very beautiful. Very beautiful. We missed by a whisker. Price was supposed to come and tap in, and then we go to the upside. Very clean setup, guys. Very clean setup. And look, if it had tapped us in, we would have moved. I've flipped the chart in pause, so I have to use this one. I have to use this one. Yes, if it had tapped us in, we would be risking 40 to make. This would be 1.6, but this would be 70, but still going up. 71 will be targeting at least 100, because it is going to reach there. 1:2, that's what we'll be targeting. But either way, we are still in profits. That was USD card. It did not tap us in. So we had another one on Euro JPY. Did I talk about Euro JPY? Guys, Euro JPY is doing me wonders. I don't know why it's treating me like this. We have support. This is the same setup on gold, guys. Support broken, turned into resistance. Then price had a very good move away with this. You see this candle here? An engulfing candle, incision candle, good basing, and then price has been rotating up here. So what is happening is we wait for price to come and tap us in, and then we make another high. But Euro JPY has been rotating from up here, pretending like it doesn't want to come down. However, we are waiting patiently. And then we had Chef. It's down here. We didn't have anything down here. We had Chef JPY. Chef JPY. Where is Chef? We had Euro GBP. I know. AUD JPY. You had also AUD JPY, I think. It is the same thing. Yes, same setup on AUD JPY. Engulfing candle. We want price to come and tap us in. Price has refused. And then there is this useless pair, CAD JPY. This one I'm not going to enter. Even if price comes back, it is the same setup, but I'm not going to. Look at the rubbish here, guys. This one, let me just even remove it from my watch list. Just confuse me. I want to trade clean setups. I'm looking for Chef JPY, but I can't see it. I don't know where is it. Chef. CHF. Okay, this one here. It's useless pair. So it's the same sluggish movement on a Chef, like the one on CAD JPY. This is also not looking good. No, there's an engulfing candle. No, this one no. So now what is happening is we are considering AUD JPY and Euro JPY for those buys. We are waiting, guys. We wait until when we get what we want. Before then, we wait. Let me see GBP JPY. GBP JPY, I see something here. Oh, this one is looking beautiful, guys. GBP JPY. Do you see support there? Support turning into resistance there, guys. Huh? It looks like it was retested on the 3 hour. 3 hour, it is even more beautiful, but looks like it was retested. Don't want to trade retested zones, guys. Looking good, but the resistance broken, turns into this one looks like it was retested, guys. This is not something I'd go for. Okay, guys, that's all for today. I just wanted to make that review and that clarity. Kindly subscribe to the channel. Let's go to 300 subscribers if you have not yet subscribed. And also, if you've learned something from the video, kindly like the video. You want me to teach you something, or you want me to comment about something, kindly comment, tell me, I'll make a video about it. So that is all, guys, for today. Have a good week, have a beautiful week, and then we shall see, we shall meet in another video. However, monitor those trades and we see how they are going to go. Okay, guys, bye.